So, it might not look like it, but I'm a pretty big sports fan. Been a big Boston fan for longer than I can remember even really understanding sports. I think when I was younger, like 5, I was a Red Sox fan. Forced to watch Yankee games because those were what the satellite dish brought us. So occasionally I would get to see the Red Sox. No Nesson back then. I've been a Boston Bruins fan for a really long time because it's the one team my dad and I both cheer for. And the Giants fan, I'm a Redskins and Patriots fan. Let's just say I'm a Tom Brady fan. So I guess that I'm a fan of his new team if I was watching football. So, I like sports. Pretty much everything, but basketball would be my least favorite out of the big 4. Go Celtics, I guess. Anyway, as a big sports fan, I'm not watching sports. I can't watch sports. I can't deal with the Marxism that's in my face. I cannot watch my Red Sox game without seeing a giant sign banner, eyesore, at Fenway that says Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. I just want to watch the game. It's bad enough there's no fans. Come on, just stop with your propaganda. Give me freaking 3 hours. Why can't I just get 3 hours of watching a nice, simple American baseball game? Why is that so hard? I think other countries don't seem to have the trouble that we have yet. You know, I think when we go down, everybody else will potentially follow us in the downward spiral for the NWO to take over completely, but that's a different video altogether. Anyway, very sad about sports. I knew that NFL was going to be bad. I knew that. And then I was like, please don't let them ruin baseball for me, please. And then the Red Sox go and do that. And then I'm like, okay, please don't ruin hockey for me. And then hockey decides, oh, well, we're going to bow down to the leftists and we're going to do Black Lives Matter too. And hey, here's our official hockey account, says Black Lives Matter, and here's that ideology in your face. Again, you can't escape it. It's there. It's constantly there. It's everywhere. We have to fight back, guys. We have to say this is not acceptable. We will not do this as fans. This is not what sports is about. It is not about politics. That's part of the reason why sports are so great. I don't know how many fantasy football fans there are out there watching this video, but I love fantasy football. I have been playing it so many years, at least 8 years. I have been playing fantasy football. However, I was only on a league like 5 out of 8 of those years. Anyway, I know a lot about football. I know a lot about how fantasy football works. And it's a lot of fun. And I recommend that to a lot of people when NFL decides to get their act together. Because no fantasy football for me this year. Sorry, DraftKings. No fantasy football. I cannot support this. I can't do it, you know. I already have issues with like the NBA because of their ties with China, and now it's just this Marxism, Black Lives Matter, communism. Oh, guess who else is communist? China. China is communism. I bet that they have something to do with NFL, NHL, MLB, all that stuff. Sure, there's ties to China there somewhere. Anyway, they got to do what they're told. They got to buy into this whole communism thing, and they have to try to indoctrinate as many people as possible, clearly. You're not getting me. Actually, you've lost me. Bruins, you lost me. Red Sox, you lost me. Pats, you lost me. I'm very sad about this. So sad, because I was always that girl that enjoyed sports, liked to drink beers with the guys, and actually knew who the players were, and you know, how the game itself works, and the scoring, and the history, and all that stuff. I love that. And right now, it's like that's taken away from me because I can't support the organizations that play these sports that I love. I hope they get their act together. I hope they apologize to the fans because you insulted us incredibly. You will be lucky if we come back, because if we can find professional baseball somewhere that's not Major League Baseball and not going to shove their propaganda in my face, I will support them. I will happily support them. Is the XFL happening this season? Because I might just watch that. I actually like Vince McMahon. I like WWE. So I watch that product. But I don't know whether or not it was a fail like the last time we tried to launch it. And hockey, you could have been bigger than you've ever been. You would have been huge. You would have been the American sport had you not bent the knee. But you did. And that broke my heart, Bruins. Broke my heart. Thought you were better than that. Alright, guys. Thanks for listening to my rant on all the sports teams that I enjoy and you have been rooting for God knows how long. Since I was a child. That's all done now. So until they apologize or at least recognize that they have wronged their fans and they made a giant mistake, and the people who buy their merchandise, who go and see them live and buy tickets, season tickets, things like that, yeah, they're not on the left. They're not Marxists. Black Lives Matter doesn't watch you that much. You know who does? Patriots. Patriots watch you. Conservatives watch you. Independents watch you. Just normal people. People that like to barbecue on a Saturday afternoon. Those are the people that enjoy a good baseball game, a good football game, a good hockey game. I long for the days of Jason Varitek and Euclid and Lo. I long for those days. Now they just seem so far away, you know. Is Char even playing this season? I don't know, because I haven't watched one hockey game. I watched a little bit of highlights on Comcast. It was like 4 minutes long, showing me all the goals that they got against them. That was a terrible game. So I guess I watched a little bit of hockey, but I have not watched an actual game yet. So I guess I just long for the olden days. The olden days where sports were just sports. Now we do have alternatives. As I am a WWE fan, there's that. I know it's not sports, it's sports entertainment, but it's still fun to watch like big and small people like beat each other up. You know, even though it's fake, beat each other up. It's great. It's like soap opera plus theater plus sports. So it is what it is. Watch it for fun. I mean, we don't have a lot of other options. The other option is MMA. MMA, especially UFC, you've got Dana White. He's for Trump. So, he's still doing his thing, and he's not shoving a message in my face, and he's not trying to convert me or indoctrinate me. And I think UFC doesn't give two S words about, you know, the leftist ideology. They're like, we're just people that like to fight. Fighting is our profession. That's what we do. It's what we focus our lives on. We focus our lives on being the best and winning. Sounds great to me. That's what the athletes should be doing. And I won't be watching sports again until they go back to being the athletes they were and not activists, mouthpieces, pop culture icons for communism, all of that stuff. I'm done with this. Done with it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. God bless America. Bye. If you like content like this, please watch me, like me, share me, or subscribe to me. I'll see you out there in YouTube land. Bye.